flag, rewind. We press play on the truth tonight. Cute smile, bad vibe. We flip the page and we're alright.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl E, and I'm finally here with the first episode of Red Flag Rewind. I know this has been a long time in the making, and a lot of you have been supporting and asking when it's going to release. Well, the time is now. Today is the special day, and I think a special episode deserves a special guest. So I have with me Donovan Carter. Some of you may know him from HBO Ballers or UCLA football, or maybe you've eaten at a nice little Mexican steakhouse in LA called The Hideaway, which he is co-owner of. So say hi to the people, Donovan.
What's going on, peoples? Appreciate you having me on. And thank you so much for the introduction. Letting everybody know what's going on.
Got to. I think that's the thing is we need to link more. I've joined this social club called Orange County Hub.
Mm-hmm.
And so they basically bring Black people together in Orange County to like remind us like we're out here, you know? And I've learned through that how important like networking is and how just saying one thing that somebody may not have known, now they're going to Google The Hideaway. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And it could be their new favorite spot, you know?
Hopefully.
But you got to close mouths don't get fed. You
Right.
gotta say something about it.
Right. I think what's even more important, networking is very muy importante.
Muy importante.
But I think even more important is following up with your networking, which I'm working on myself. The follow-up game is like is very, very important because I know for me, I network, I meet people, get the information, but it is also following up with that person multiple times.
Because we've had several conversations about like dating, relationships, red flags, whatever.
Yes.
And I feel like we have very similar minds because we have very similar upbringings, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And like tight-knit families, but also just like the way our minds work. And I think the reason we're good at relationships is because we're good at like entrepreneurship. Like it's the same method of like you could give somebody your number, but you gotta follow up. You gotta be intentional. You gotta go after that and pursue it the same way you're grinding, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's the issue. Maybe one of my red flags is like the lack of like pursuit of something that you want. Like I feel like a lot of men don't have that anymore. Like because there's so many options, it's like the hunter is dead completely.
Yeah.
You could hop on a dating app. Somebody could break your heart in the morning and you hop on a dating app that night and you got a date planned for next week. Like it's too easy to give up on somebody now.
Yeah. That's a good point. I didn't that makes sense. I've thought about it, but I also feel like men too these days, like they're still like, you got a lot of men that are just scary. Like they scared of rejection. They scared to put themselves out there. But I guess piggybacking off what you said, the online dating situation, it's not as bad as like me coming up to you face to face and trying to get at you and you just tell me no. On there you're either not gonna get matched or you just
tell yourself she didn't read it.
Or you just not they not gonna respond.
Right.
But
it's like you have to tell yourself as a man, like, oh, she just hasn't read it yet. And you get to tell yourself that because you're not looking at her face to face.
Right.
Deleting your message, you know,
She probably didn't read it, like you said, but she has no intentions of reading it.
I get it. But like, there are people who go together. I'm not getting in Michael B. Jordan's inbox. You know what I mean? I'm not like, hey, how you doing? Shoot my shot. I'm not. There's a level of understanding of
some people do though.
No, but it's like you either have to have similarities.
Yeah.
You either have to be what she said in her profile.
Yeah.
Or you have to be universally aesthetically pleasing to like get one that you thought it wasn't. These will be like 54-year-old white males with like overalls on a farm.
Right.
Like it's not, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, Joe from down the street shot his shot.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not moving to Nebraska. Like, why are you even liking my profile?
Right.
And why could you not deduce that was an accident?
That's happened to you before?
Yes. And
sounds personal.
Look, listen, my red flag that I've been working on is taking accountability. I will take accountability for every time that it happened, I was drinking. And so it could be that person looked different in that moment
Yeah.
because I'm like squinting my eyes about to fall asleep type thing.
Yeah.
Or I could have just accidentally went the wrong way.
I got you.
But like I said, if you go to sleep at 9 and you wake up at 6 and there's a match there that you shouldn't be there, it probably shouldn't be there.
Okay.
Yeah, not you. I mean, I'm pretty sure all the messages in your inbox are very intentional.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time, yeah.
Nobody shoots their shot anymore? Is that a guy thing?
I just think it's not a California thing. Most of the time, people that shoot their shot is like when I'm out of town somewhere, you know. For the most part, like out here, like.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think
people too cool out here.
Yeah, I think people too cool, too prideful. Like some girls be like, you know, I would never do that, and I get it because most of them are like, they got themselves at a different standard, and they you know they look a certain type of way or think they look a certain type of way. But I don't know if you're a real one. Like I be telling my female friends all the time, I'm like, if like you know if you see a nigga, like I ain't saying like go up, like you know, but like at least get a nigga like I'm only going to where the love is. At least give a nigga like some type of
energy,
some type of something to let them know like that you interested, you know.
Yeah.
Which they say they do, like they'll give some eyes, but I'm like show a little initiative, to, you know, back. You feel me?
I think there's something to be said for the little wave. Yeah. Nobody does the little wave anymore. It's like to me, my flirting method is. Yeah. I'm going to lock eyes with you 3 times. And if I get that, then on the next lock, I'm going to wave at you. Yeah. And then from your energy across the room, so it's kind of like online dating, but in person still. Yeah. From across the room, I could pretend I was waving to somebody behind you. You know what I mean? Like. But then I hate that shit when I come and then I see you do that. Then I come and like, and they be playing. I be like, bitch. I mean, I be like. You waved and said what's up and like now why you acting funny now? That's crazy. Yeah, and they're fucking insane. To put obviously that much effort into a hello, and then when somebody comes and says hi back, now you're like they're shy or they're weird. Or I don't know my presence when I come up and zoom because I'll zoom in like a joint the other day. She just was like looking down like at my shoes, and I'm like. Did I pass that? I mean, obviously the vibe check. Obviously, she checking the vibe, like you said. Yeah. So I'm like, damn, did I pass? Like, yeah. And then she was just weird anyway. She was like, I was like, I said, what? You want my number? Like, what's up? Or something. And then she's just like, I'll just see you around. I'm like, bitch, I'm never. So she's stalking you. I'm never gonna. That's what I heard. I'm never gonna see you around. No, I'm never gonna see you ever again. Like, she sounds like she's sure she will see you again, which might be because she's stalking you. I'll never see that bitch ever again. Why she gotta be a bitch though? Sorry, I'm just the weed. Trying to work on it. You're right. She's not a bitch. She's a woman. Excuse me, word. I didn't mean to call her name. But sometimes it's needed, man. Shit. I feel sometimes like there is as I've gotten older. Niggas are bitches too, so sometimes you got it. I think I've gotten older, and I've realized that there's a difference between a female and a bitch, just like there's a difference between a nigga and a king. Yeah. Like it's meant to classify a certain type of woman. And I can remember, like I used to watch, because my ex-husband used to watch shows like Fresh and Fit, and like these just like Kevin Samuels type stuff. Uh-oh. And like I would watch it. Rest in peace. And I would be so unaffected. Yeah. Because I'm like, they're not talking about me. They're just not talking about me. Right. Because he's right. Some of the shit you're doing is ridiculous. Like, you can't come to the table with a pretty face and be like, give me the world. And I'm not going to do anything. You know what I mean? That's how they be, though. But that's why a lot of men are getting took. Like, you're getting played by these women who have nothing to offer you but their aesthetic. And then you got to ride in a car with this girl and she can't hold a conversation. I don't see the longevity of those relationships. So why do it? And maybe that's just where I'm at in my life is like you said, aesthetically, it looked good. You know, people want, you know, like niggas want bad bitches. Like, so here's the sound clip. That comes with it, I guess. But how long is that gonna last? Right. At the end of the day, like, I feel like that post nut clarity, like, it needs to be studied. Like
when dudes shoot they wide, like it's just different. Like you just it's different for guys. Like I don't know. It's hard to explain as a man. Like
You get
what
a
that is.
clarity about like life.
Just about everything, life. Like all of a sudden, little shit annoy you. She don't look good as much as she did
You
no
get the
more.
ick.
You just be over it. You just get over it.
Yeah.
Cause it's nothing like as a man that chase. Like we love to chase.
But that's what I'm saying. The hunter's dead.
We hunter gatherer. Especially, we see something we want. Like and I think that's why it's different. It's different like with cheating with guys. Like guys like.
Tell me how that's different. Because
I mean,
both people get cheated on.
I think with us, like, we don't even have to know the girl name or nothing. You just see something you want, and you want to get.
That's crazy.
And once you get it, you good.
Are you?
Sometime.
I could be a total double standard and say I don't understand how men don't see that women are just pretty on the outside, but women do it too. Like we'll be with a man that we just know isn't good, but they look a certain way, and we want to do it for the plot. And men do that. They'll get with somebody pretty. Like, have you ever seen Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah. The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He left her for the pretty girl. Then he had all the problems and the money, and then not realizing she was the pretty girl all along, his wife. And it just took a certain man to bring that out of her.
Yeah.
I think a lot of women
another man
think
trash, another man treasure.
For real. But that's such a real thing, and I think people think that they lose value when they break up with somebody, but really you're just like one step closer to your person, because I always believe if God took it from me, he has something better, right? So I have this expedition prayer, and I say, God, if this is what you have for me, expedite it. If it's not, breaking it away, I can't fix, but I have peace about, right? And then within days, something happens, either good or bad.
Yeah.
And I just go with it. And it's like this new thing for me where I'm literally like trusting God through a dating relationship, because if he took it from you and he told you no and you still go, shit about to get weird. And I've had a lot of weird situations because I literally was like, God, give me a sign. And it could be like a sign that says sign from God in a store. And I'd be like, no, that's not what that is.
Okay.
And I just do what I want. And it always goes bad for me.
Okay.
So I'm literally moving in this space of just like trusting what I hear. And at the very least, if I do what I heard, I'm being obedient. And he has to honor that. Like, even if I heard him wrong, he knows what I thought I heard.
Yeah.
And that's why I moved accordingly. I feel like that's obedience.
Yeah. I think too, man, like, I mean, I feel like that is a red flag for me, is God not in your life. Like, because that's the center of everything. And that's going to be the center of our relationship is that thing.
And I feel like the men that I know that don't know God are the biggest narcissists. Like, there's no one to hold them accountable. At least somebody who's like not necessarily living the life, but like knows God. Yeah. Like, they're held accountable to somebody. Even if they don't trust nobody else, they trust him. Right. And if they can't be judged by nobody else, they know they're going to be judged by him. You know what I mean? So it's like, if there's nothing above you, I'm not getting beneath you. Like, it's just like, it's just not how it works. Like, I would not feel safe following that person's lead. So I hear you on that. Like, it's got to be aligned for it to have purpose. Yeah. You know?
It's simple.
But here's my problem, and what I'm working on is I need to focus in my discernment, because I am susceptible to spiritual abuse. So people can use God to like the guy that I was engaged to. He was a pastor. And he said, God sent me to you. I'm the answer to your parents' prayers. And because he didn't know me, like you said, like, how did he find you? I don't know. And when things are in it, right? If I can't explain it, it feels like a God thing to me. Yeah. And I need to have more discernment around those moments. Like, is this really a God thing, or is this like a creepy person that is, like you said, a predator? Yeah. So if your ex was asked, what's Donovan's red flag? What do you think she'd say?
I think one thing she would say is, well, for one, I don't have many exes,
Mm-hmm.
so I think my ex probably be a red flag is that he doesn't have any exes since me.
Mm.
So
He must be waiting on me.
no, but like commitment issue,
Mm.
there's probably my red flag is committing.
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, so I've always said people's actions can be the same. Like I always say, like a man planting a tree and a man burying a body looks like they're doing the same thing if you don't know their intention, right?
Yes.
I feel like a man like you, it's not that you have trouble committing, it's just that you are committed to so many different things right now. And I think you know what a healthy relationship takes, and you don't have the capacity for it right now. And like you just know that. And so it's not necessarily that you have trouble committing because you've obviously been able to commit before. You're just not in
Mhm.
that season right now
Yeah.
because you're on your grind. So it's like,
Right.
and that might be the healthiest thing you can do because why would you show up for somebody knowing you don't have the capacity to like be there?
Not facts. Facts.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So I can honor somebody who is honest about the fact like I have commitment issues right now. Like I'm
Right.
just not looking for a relationship.
Yeah. I think that's one. Probably communication, and then
Where do you think your communication's lacking?
um, it's just it's just still hard for me. Like it's just still hard for me to always say how I feel all the time without hurting somebody's feelings. Because I
Because
feel
your
like
stature.
I feel like with me, I've had to learn over the years of I can say it a different way. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't take back what I said, but when I hear it back,
Yeah.
I probably could have said it a different way. I don't want to rebuttal what I said. Like because I mean what I say all the
Right.
time, but I probably could have said it
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
in a different way.
Yeah.
Maybe a different word.
You're giving them the Kevin Samuels edit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you straight raw.
Sometimes, like I'm a Leo, and my dad is like my father is he's very blunt. Like he says how he feels for the most part. So I feel like when you really love somebody and you care for somebody, like it's hard to like you don't want to hurt their feelings. Like you feel like not telling the truth sometimes. You think you protecting them, but you not. But
Right.
it's hard sometimes. But also you should be with somebody that you could like. That's my thing.
Right.
That's my thing where like I don't want to be with anybody where I can't. But hopefully you can do that early on, because if you don't do that early on in a relationship, and now all of a sudden you put your foot down
Mm-hmm.
and say how you feel, women don't, they like who, they don't like that shit.
So I think we've touched on your red flags or what you think your ex would say your red flags are.
Yes.
I would think, I can only assume, with the whole like wag culture, you've had both sides of being not only an actual athlete, but an actor
Mm-hmm.
athlete. I would think with that comes, with that notoriety comes some attention.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the worst red flags that you've learned to like observe and be like, nope?
Ask Asking for money like right away, like
Mm.
that's definitely a red flag for me. Um, Also, just I'm this type of person. I don't, I don't like to be told what to do. Like, ask me what to do. So if you come across just telling me what to do all the time, bossy, we doing this, we doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a red flag for me too. I don't like no bossy people. And just not being like real or genuine. Like at the end of the day, like if you're not a real person, not genuine, no sense of humor, like that's a red flag. Cause
Yeah.
I like to laugh, I like to have fun, I like to joke, clown.
Yeah.
Like if you serious, yeah, that's a red flag. And I smoke. I'm not like the biggest pothead in the world and no shit like that. I smoke weed, not like cigarettes, but I smoke weed. So if the weed is like a no, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Like
Because that's your lifestyle.
Yeah, it's just I don't need to.
But you want to be
Of
told
course, if
not
we
to.
together and it's a health issue and like I'm gonna if you keep smoking, I'm gonna break up with you and not make a decision. But if off the gate you just like, oh, I don't like smokers, and
You're like, don't talk to me.
yeah, it's not gonna work. That's a red flag.
I think there's a lot of people putting square, what do they call it? Square pegs in round holes.
Okay.
Like exactly what you said. It's like they'll know that they don't really like somebody being a smoker, but then they'll still date them, get to know them, get attached to them, and then try to get them to quit because now you love me. It's like, nah.
Right,
like,
right.
I remember the medicine that I was taking before I got married that made me calm down with my depression. I was on an antidepressant. I was doing that when I met my ex-husband, and then he didn't believe in medicine, so he wanted me to get all my medications. And then I was neurotic and depressed and went through all this stuff, and it's like, you didn't used to be like this. I was medicated. That's how you found me. Don't try to change me now.
Right.
And so for me, that's a red flag, is like somebody who like doesn't believe in medicine. Because I truly believe there are certain chemical imbalances that could be easily rectified. And I think people just get caught up in the stigma of medicine. And it's like, but you'll pop 8 Tylenol because your foot hurts. That doesn't make sense.
None.
But, oh, it's not natural, and it's not like, half the shit you put in your body is not natural.
Right. What is natural
like,
these days? Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. So I think we've gotten into enough of our business. Shall we get into somebody else's?
Yes.
Yes,
let's do it.
Okay. So it says, my boyfriend is extremely protective of his phone. It's always face down. He takes it everywhere, and he seems nervous when notifications pop up. He tells me I'm insecure, but my intuition keeps nagging me. Red flag or trust issue? I feel like that's a red flag.
Yeah.
I feel like, first of all, for you to feel some type of way about him doing it is one thing, right?
Yes.
Because he could be an entrepreneur. He could be somebody that always has his phone on him because it's like business related. But I think that women often ignore whatever that feeling is. My grandma used to say, something told me, that's the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Like, listen to that. Whatever that was, listen to that.
Yeah.
So if you're even thinking that he's up to something, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. Like,
right.
I remember Tyler Perry when he was in that Medea thing. He was like, oh, you want to know how you know your man's cheating on you? She goes, yeah. She's like, you think he cheating on you? He's like, yeah. That's how you know. Like, it's simple.
Right. Yeah.
We don't get that feeling for no reason. And I feel so many people have not experienced healthy love that they don't know what peace and like baseline feels like.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's seeking happy instead of just content. Like, having that baseline is where peace actually is. And so if you're not there and you've never experienced that, you can't feel when somebody shakes that. Because it was shaky to begin with.
Right.
So now y'all just shaking together.
Right.
But once you get to a place, which I feel like I've just recently stepped into, like understanding my peace, being okay, sometimes being alone for the night and watching a show. Some days I have to call my friends because I'm like, I don't want to be alone tonight. You know, but I'm finding my peace. Like, I know what that looks like for me. And so if somebody tries to come in and shake it up, like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I think the phone situation is a red flag, especially if it's on the other foot. Like, if I see the woman, my girls always doing that, like face down, because I feel like that's what dudes got to do,
right?
Like, and I'm like, you really
like, I know the game.
You really being sneaky, yeah. But yeah, and I've been there. I didn't did that. You know, turn the notifications off. Delete all my messages, because
that feels like so much work.
It is a lot of work, but
you know what's a lot less work? Being good to one woman.
Yeah, but nobody want to do that.
That's crazy.
Nah, they do. I'm just playing. But it's just like people want they cake and ice cream too. Like, I don't know why, but yeah, dude.
I just feel like
some dudes like option, but like you said, it's not fair. Like, if you on that time, some women is cool with that. You could find out. You could either have an open relationship with somebody, or you could just be single and just do what the fuck you want to do at the end of the day. Like, I feel like we might as well just like
be single.
We just be single and then just fuck around.
But you know what? I feel like single didn't used to be a bad thing. Like, they say it's not good for a man to be by himself.
Yeah.
forever, I'm sure. But sometimes some people need to sit down. I'm one of them.
Right.
I need to sit down and be by myself and figure out why I allow so much of the bullshit that I've allowed over the past 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, really 13 years, because my marriage included. But
Yeah.
it's
Sometimes
just like, why do I do that?
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, that's something you have to ask yourself, and also like, why do I keep attracting this type of energy as well, or these type of people?
I don't
as
think I even
well.
attract it. I seek it out. It's and that part I have figured out in therapy. So I've realized, like I was asking you about, what men think about women who approach them. I am always an approacher. Like I don't wait for a man to hit on me. Like if I see what I want, I'll just
Yeah.
go up and talk to that person. But I'm going to talk to you from like a networking standpoint first. I'm going to feel the vibes.
Yeah.
And then if I can make you laugh one time, then I'm going to shoot my shot.
Yeah.
Like that's just how I do things. But I think in doing that, I've always exerted more effort, and that sets the tone for that relationship. So now I'm always the one trying. I'm always the one like trying to find us things. Like I took that role from a man, right?
Yeah.
The hunter, because it says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, not a man who gets hit on by a girl. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I've done things so out of order, and I feel like he's a god of order. And so it's like I need to take some time, reset,
Yep.
and just like get back to like the soft side of me, because I've dealt with red flag after red flag after red flag, and each one hardens you a little more to where you said it's like then I'm back at square one. Like I might as well just be single and live my life. But I don't want to ever get there, because I do want marriage. I do want love again. I do want my son to have like a dope stepdad,
Yeah.
But I want to be a fully healed version of myself when that person comes. Now, will that happen? I don't know, because it's not on my time. And it's this new season that I'm in of actually trusting God's timing.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna give it to you. First of all, it was yours anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a different voice that I hear from him. My most recent boyfriend, he had time management issues. And he invited me to church. Church started at 11. I asked God for a sign. He didn't show up till 11:45. And I felt like I could audibly hear God say, if he won't show up for me, what makes you think he'll show up for you?
Right.
And I broke up with him.
It was his idea.
It was his idea. But it's like I can hear that voice so much clearer now, because I'm not in this space where like I used to be afraid to die alone. Like, oh, I'm never going to find my person. And I just feel like God's saying, well, if you would get out the way and stop delaying the process, like I can make that happen for you. And so the red flag rewind is like my new baby. It's my new boyfriend. Like I get to talk about, red flags I've experienced, hear other people's insights. It just helps me understand so much more of like, it's like therapy.
Yeah.
It's genuinely like therapy.
No, for sure.
But so you definitely think it's a red flag if they got the phone down.
Yeah. Definitely hiding something for sure.
Yeah.
And we were saying earlier, a red flag for me is you don't post me at all, like on your social media. Like I don't need every day, all day, but
my man.
I don't, that like, but they should know that if somebody comes to your page, they should know you have a man,
right?
At some point, like if
with
they
more than just in a relationship.
Yeah, more. I mean, of course, if you want to do the bio, but I don't care. But like, I need some pictures. I'm just that type of dude. Like,
yeah, I need my presence to be.
Yeah,
felt.
I need some pictures. Yeah, like something. It don't have to be a lot.
I think that's cute.
But at least my birthday. Like I need a birthday post.
Right.
So I know it's real. And then also you letting other people know, because at the end of the day, we all got options at some point. And commitment is always a big thing. As scared as a man is to like, damn, I gotta be with one person the rest of my life. Women think the same thing too. Like what? Like I gotta get rid of all my dudes.
Yeah, right.
For you, like.
And what if I chose wrong?
Exactly. So, yeah, to me, it lets me know it's real. Like, and I'm not even a big social media type of person like that. But yeah, I need people, because I know at the end of the day, I'm a dude. Dudes is sick. They can still see that you got to do it and still sliding your DMs, especially if they don't only see not that many posts, but it should be known that We together. That's it.
If they see one post, they could be like, "Oh, she just forgot to delete that one." You know what I
You
mean?
never
Like,
know. Like
she deleted everything.
I
But
need a few, but that's it. Like nothing too crazy. Like I don't want nobody obsessed where it's like every day. But it's more seeing that also like showing love too as well. So
okay, so speaking of social media, do you think it's a red flag when, let's say, you're in a relationship, right?
yeah,
And she posts about you and she's like, "This is my man," or whatever. And a
can't
man
be too
gets,
early either.
but let's say it's just the right timing, you're
Yeah,
fine with the post. A man gets in her DM, like, "That'll be over soon." What do
that's
you want her response to be?
no response.
So, okay, this is where women
Seen.
need to hear. Yes, I needed to learn this, right? Because I go into defense mode, right? Because I think I'm like protecting your honor. Like, don't talk about him like that, blocked, right? But the no response, unblocked, watch my life, and I really don't care about what you got going on,
Right.
is more, I'm realizing what a man wants. But at the same time, I thought I was doing what a man wanted. You see what I'm saying? Like I was doing it wrong, but I had good intentions.
Yeah, nah, because I feel at the end of the day, like a dude winning, like, oh, I got her to respond.
Yeah, see, women
Like,
don't look at it like that.
to me, that's my thing. Like,
No, I think you're absolutely right.
I'm in a DM, I got her to respond. So like,
I got some type
that's
of touch.
yeah, that's a win either way. Because if it don't work out, best believe I'm coming back to tell you I told you so.
Right.
Like at the
At
end
least
of
I
the
got
day,
it documented.
yeah, like I told you so.
You know what I'm realizing is like the whole blocking thing, I think, is a red flag, right? Because
Yeah,
it's a narcissistic trait, first of all, because you're
right.
controlling the situation. You're not allowing that other person to communicate. And two, it's like, I feel like everybody who does it always unblocks you. So it's like an attention thing.
Yeah, that's why I don't do the blocking too much. If I need to,
I'll block it if it's legitimately a
but
threat.
most of the time I'll just delete. Like if I really want to, like I'll block you and delete your number. But then, like you said, if it's somebody I really obviously I fuck with you and I care about you, but it just I don't know how to express myself, so let me block you.
Yeah.
But like you said, I end up unblocking you. Now I gotta search and find your number on some goofy shit. But if I really,
Looking through old messages,
yeah,
like
but
I know she sent it to
if I
me.
really don't fuck with you, I don't need to block you. Like I'm the type like I just won't talk to you. Like
And I
that's
will say this, that is the coldest hit. As a woman who's dated some men who were avoidant, right?
yeah,
I've been blocked and I've been left on red. That left on red hurts so much more. You have to acknowledge she looked at it and you were not worth the effort of responding. I can see how
right.
that now hits hard because I think
Or
that's how it hits on this side.
or they just happy they with somebody in their relationship. Like I'm happy I moved on as well too.
But see, I wasn't talking about that situation. I'm talking about like I've broken up with somebody, right?
Right.
And in the middle of kind of like closure conversations, they just block it and leave it on like a cliffhanger, like some Game of Thrones shit. And then like 2 years later, they come back and like, "You good?" Like, ew, what is that? Why do men do that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, probably got some other shit going on. Like I feel like you probably got multiple. To me, I could be wrong, but I mean, if I was in that situation, to me, for me, it would be like I got too much situation going on, so I got to start trimming the fat.
Mm.
I gotta start letting them go. Like
And then when that doesn't work out, you come back to the fat you trimmed.
eventually, yeah. Like I got too much going on. I kind of like this one more than this one.
Yeah.
And I don't want to waste this person's time because sometimes we know it's like damn, like she's a good woman, she got a good heart, and I'm a dog. So
But why can't men say that? Like, listen, it's been real nice getting to know you. Like, I
yeah,
think you're an amazing woman. You're not the woman for me in this season of my life, and I
yeah,
respect you enough not to waste your time. But
yeah,
I could respect a man so much more that says that
Right.
than somebody that just ghosts and pursues what it is that they want. Because if we
It's
entered
easier.
into getting to know each other, like if we're getting to the point that you're calling me every day,
Right.
like that deserves a proper exit. You know, like you don't just
Right.
leave that on red one day, and it's like you're leaving it open to come back to, because a part of you knows whatever you left for is not going to work out.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Some dudes
Greedy.
just tough to be that vulnerable, that open, and that and accountability. Nobody want to hold themselves accountable. They rather leave it open, and I guess just not have to. But I feel like people think it has to be this confrontation. It has to be an argument or a debate. But you could have an adult conversation with hopefully somebody mature. I would say in my past, like all the women I dealt with who I was honest with and told them what it was, we still cool to this day. Like we not best friends, like buddy, but we
they can
cordial.
respect you still.
Excuse me, they respect me for doing that. The ones I dog play, they hate my fucking.
Of course they do.
They hate my guts. So, and I get it though, because I was on some fuck shit. Yeah. I was on some fuck shit, and we had, and you know, if you get to that place where you mature and maybe can end up having that conversation with that person, like you said, where I was on some fuck shit, and they, even though they know that.
I've gotten a text maybe a year after a relationship ended.
Yeah.
That was like, I finally did what you told me. I started therapy, and I realized some of the ways that I went wrong in our relationship. This isn't me trying to rekindle. You know what I mean? This isn't me like reaching out on some like, how you doing?
Right.
But I do want you to not feel crazy anymore for the way that I gaslit you. Because the things that you were feeling were not wrong. And I made you feel like they were. And that drove me nuts. Because I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I know I'm not. I'm not asking for too much. I know I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like there are a lot of women right now that it's like 6 figures, above 6 foot, own car, own house, like whatever their requirements are. But I learned a long time ago, I'll never forget, I was at a singles thing at church, and they had you write out a list of the things that you wanted in a partner. And then she told us to rip it up. And she was like, anything you put on that list was either something you had that you liked but it didn't work out, or something you think you want that you've never experienced. Right? Because a lot of women could say they want a 6'4" man. Do you want the attention that 6'4" man gets? To lead us out, I want you to imagine your 21-year-old self.
Okay.
So you have all your adult freedoms. What red flag advice would you warn yourself about?
Don't feel pressure to do something. If you want to do it, because sometimes women will throw the pressure on you, and you have to make that decision. Do you want to do this, or you have to let her go? But I would say, like, don't let nobody pressure you into doing anything. Make sure that it's really, it's really what you want to do. Learn to communicate better, and don't cheat.
Don't cheat.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Don't cheat, because I was young and like was cheating, doing stuff, wilding. I was 20, 21. You having fun, you learning yourself.
Yeah.
I was in college. I was playing ball. So I really shouldn't have had no girl, honestly. I would have been like, don't even have no girl. Focus on you.
Right.
Focus on school. Focus on ball, especially if you want to make it to the next level.
Yeah.
And I probably would tell myself, make sure she's an asset, not a liability as well.
I really think that we are on the precipice of like a change, like a complete paradigm shift about how people look at relationships. I think with all the emotional intelligence awareness, all the podcasts, people actually having conversations, people believing in therapy. Like, I really have hope for love and where it's headed. I think we are at the pinnacle of toxicity, and like what goes up must come down. Like, and I think it'll happen around the same time that the housing bubble crashes. Because it's like, all these happy families are gonna start moving into homes,
Yeah.
and it's just like that's just how that's gonna go. That's what I see for the future.
I mean, it's interesting because, like, look at your son, like his age and that generation, like it's just different where they see love
Mm-hmm.
because it's kind of it's not so much like our grandparents was married for 50 years,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes parents, but then it's like this new generation. There's a lot of single parent homes,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not really seeing like that love that you would see on these sitcoms and from our
Right.
family, and a lot of broken homes. So it's a lot of these younger generations. The young generation now, they not as having as many kids. Like some of
Right.
them aren't. I mean, obviously they sexually active, but I feel like not a lot of them is having as many. There's not a lot of young parents I see these
Mm-hmm.
days. They kind of like
Well, but that has to
hold
do, I feel
on
like, with what it costs now to raise a child.
that part too. Yeah,
Like it is in if you would have told me what it costs to raise a child, I probably would have waited 3 more years. Like
man,
to know that daycare was $1,600.
a
I've
week
never paid
or
other
a
than
month.
rent a month.
Yeah,
I've never paid other than rent $1,600 for anything every
yeah,
month. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like that is crazy work. And then
yeah,
it's like it's only going to get worse because he's going to start playing sports and all this stuff. And like you said, he is going to be a kid that comes from a broken home and pretty much from a single parent. Like he sees his dad maybe 4 days out of the month.
yeah.
Um, and so he is going to be heavily influenced by me. And I think that's why it's another reason that it's so important for me to be emotionally intelligent and actually look at some of my things and be self-aware and heal a lot of these things so that by the time he's old enough to really have conversations about it, I can speak from a place of truth, not like what I think might happen. Like
Mm,
this is what this was like for me. And again, a reason I love social media. There's an online journal for my son to watch my journey. I don't delete chapters.
true.
My marriage is on there. You know what I mean? Like he can see mommy and daddy were happy at one point, or
Yeah,
at least they thought they were.
yeah,
You were born out of love. Be clear. You know what I
yeah.
mean? You may see what you see now, and we don't really talk. We're cordial, but we don't really talk. But you're gonna know what love is, and you're gonna know what it looks like from two people that you came from, so that you know that you're capable of it. His dad has found love. His dad is engaged. So I think that we look at things so traditionally, and we're like, oh, if he doesn't see a mom and a dad, then he's not going to know what love is. There's some people who saw mom and a dad and still don't know what love is because they saw
Exactly.
toxicity.
Yeah, and that's what I saw. Like, yeah, I mean, with my dad, like my dad and my dad's first wife, y'all really didn't see a lot of love. I really didn't see a lot of love. Period. Like my grandparents wasn't married. I mean, they were married. They got divorced before when I was young. Maybe before I was born. I never saw them together. I'll just tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Like my parents wasn't married. My mom, she didn't get married. My dad, he's on his second marriage. I'm seeing him love now with his new wife. Like
Mm.
I'm seeing it more. But I feel like that's been like a thing with me is hopefully breaking that cycle.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause like I said, I've had the best representation. I've seen people married, but not happily married.
Yeah.
Like they just do it because that's what society says. And honestly, it just sometimes it sounds better. Like as I
Mm-hmm.
get around, I'm like, damn. Like, cause people look at you different when they
When they say wife
when they see wife
or
and
the ring.
family,
Yeah.
or when they don't see you. But also, them the same people they see different, but they also jealous because
Right. I want
they
it.
like fuck like take your fucking time because
Mm-hmm.
they like what you got. You can do anything. They jealous of your freedom. Like you don't have to check in. You don't have to come
Right.
home. You can go do whatever the fuck you want to do at the end of the day.
And I feel that way about my friends who don't have kids. It's like I prayed for this little boy. He is my miracle. I wouldn't trade him for the world.
Right.
But do I look at my friends who can just up and go to Italy for a week
Yeah.
and feel like, damn, like I'm not putting him with my mom for a week. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
there's so much like different to how I have to move now. So I
Hmm.
do envy that, but I don't not want to be a mom. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So I could see how the married aesthetic gives success. It gives somebody
Right.
trusted you with their life, right?
And even in my career, like I'm like, damn, like sometimes like would it be better? Like you just get in your head sometimes like, would it be better if I had like a kid and like a wife? Because I feel like some people that they can relate to that. Like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, he really like he got a kid. He really needs this because he got a kid. He got mouths to feed.
Right.
And but also it drives me because I'm like, fuck that shit. Like, just because I ain't got no kid, I gotta eat too.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta grind because I mean I'm sure you know, like when you had your son, like it's just a different
It's a different
it's a
purpose.
different type of grind.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to remember that because I'm grinding with some people, and I'm like, yeah, I get you got your kid, but fuck that shit. I gotta eat too at the end of the day. So it's like I'm just I get a little competitive, you know,
Mm-hmm.
sometime, but you have to like.
But
It's
I feel like you have a baby. Like you're an entrepreneur. Your business is your baby. You're feeding it, you're putting time into it, you're putting effort into it, you're putting
Yeah.
all that love into it.
yeah,
So it's like everybody has their thing
yes,
that they put their energy into.
yeah,
And I think you know your capacity right now. And a
Yeah.
lot of people don't know their capacity and they try to take on too much for the sake of what it looks like to everybody else,
yeah,
not realizing like I don't have it in me to do this right now. And so it's like if you were to follow that mind of should I get a wife and a kid because it looks good
you on pen and paper.
on pen and paper, that's crazy work, right?
Yeah.
Like my mom always told me,
Some people do
don't
that
have
though.
a kid unless you want to have a kid by yourself. If you would be okay being a single mom, go for it. And I was married at the time. But she said,
Is that what she that's what she believed too? That like
Yeah.
damn, that's crazy.
is you,
But it's
in
real,
order
though.
for you to be a loving mother,
Yeah.
right? Like a genuine, like those kind of moms that people are like, oh, she's a dope ass mom.
Yeah.
You have to want that for yourself, not to build a family, not to keep a man, not for any other reason than I want to be a mom. I found out when I was 21 that I wanted to be a mom. And it was just like this light that clicked in me because I was dating a man who had a kid. And I was like, I adore this. Like I resonate. It's the reason I'm a teacher now. You know what I mean? Like I love kids because they're honest.
Fuck them kids.
No, and I feel like only good parents can say that.
Novice play.
Right? Because I
Kids
went
are
to
the future, man.
They are, but I went to Disney
You
with a
can't
shirt
save
that
'em
said
all,
FTK. Like
Can't save them all though.
that goes with anybody, not just kids.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like you can't
You save a few, that's good.
if you save one.
Yeah.
If you save one, and I think that's why I think our generation is going wrong with the likes and like views and things like that. It's all about quantity.
Yeah.
Where it used to be like if I could post something and it changes one person's life, that's enough. If I got 9 views on something, that's 9 people that watched that, and it could have changed something for them.
Yeah.
I get the same feeling at 9 as I do when something goes viral. Because I'm like, somebody watched my shit.
It's that
That's dope.
gratification though, you know.
It's knowing your message got seen.
Yeah, but I think that's when I worked with kids when I first got out of college, and I was an adjustment because like you young, you enthusiastic, you want to save them all.
Yeah.
You want to impact every kid.
Right.
But I learned quick like no, that's not reality.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you get one, that's a win. And hopefully that one can impact one of his friends, and it turns into a chain reaction.
It's a domino effect.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is nobody's going after genuine connection with a solo person and trusting whatever they instill to multiply. Bless you.
Thank you.
To multiply and be a legacy. Because if you're winning, I'm winning. And then you put somebody else on.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're all winning.
Mm-hmm.
And it just works that way. But people want it all at once. It's this instant gratification thing where it's like, I want everybody to follow me right now. Like this podcast probably won't get a whole bunch of traction for a while. But I have to stay consistent with it and do it because it's something I believe in.
Yeah.
And so if at least one person listens,
you're not gonna finish it.
right. I have to have a passion for something and like feel like there's purpose in it for me to actually complete it. I have a lot of unfinished ideas.
Mm.
And I remember my therapist telling me, with what you've learned, how did you grow? Like, what did you learn? And who can you serve with that? And it's like, that's the way you turn pain into purpose. I didn't go through everything I went through for no reason. There's somebody who's supposed to hear what I went through and go, oh shit, that's me right now. Oh, I need to bounce. Or I need to reevaluate the situation. You know, or I know I wasn't tripping. If one person can feel that way after watching the podcast, I think that's a success.
That's a blessing, yeah.
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 Do you have anything you want to leave off with?
Appreciate you having me on. Follow me on my social media. Anybody that's listening, Donovan W. Carter on Instagram, TikTok, X. And appreciate y'all tapping in once again. And yeah, please pay attention to the red flags. We said it earlier. You got that intuition, that gut about something. Listen to that. Listen to that.
Yeah.
And also don't be afraid to say how you feel. I'm working on it myself. Say how you feel. Let people know early what they red flags are. I think that's a problem. People let people get away with stuff too much.
Yes.
And then they don't know. Sometimes they don't know it's a red flag because nobody ever told them that. So be honest with people. It's about your delivery. I know for me, talk to me kind or don't talk to me at all. Yeah. It's how you say certain things, because it's gonna come off loud because you're gonna say something that they feel attacked because it's honest. So you being honest with them, it's gonna come off loud. So be graceful with them, be patient, but let them know.
Absolutely.
So you can have a peace and go to sleep at night.
That part.
Yeah.
And I would just leave it off with, yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's one thing, I used to tell my son, be a problem solver, not a problem identifier. It's one thing to identify the red flags, but do something about it, right? Have the conversation or leave if that's what you need to do. But I think knowing it and doing nothing is just crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And it's too many people doing that.
Right.
So let's
pivot.
Let's change the momentum, and hopefully our generation
gets it right.
Helps out with the next generation. We get it going.
Yeah. Start the ripple effect.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. I am so excited to have finished the first episode of Red Flag Rewind, and I will be releasing every Wednesday. So look out for the next one. Talk to y'all soon.
Red flag rewind. We press play on the truth and I cute smile back.